What is going on, you guys? Local John 1812 and
Camera Mom.
there she is. Welcome back to Snacking Conversation. Tonight we got something a little bit more healthier. We're on a little bit more healthier diet. This is a orange watermelon. Orange watermelon. So instead of red, it's orange. I don't know.
Instead of red meat, it's got orange meat.
There we go. So we're gonna try that tonight. We've had it. I've never had orange watermelon.
I had it when I was younger, but I don't remember.
You had it when you were younger. It looks like a cantaloupe to me.
I also had a yellow one.
But in tonight's podcast, episode 2, if you haven't seen the other episode, which is right here, check in the description. There'll be a link for it. Go check it out, right? Watch the first one where we talked about Carlee Russell. And guess what? It's not done.
We have an update.
We have an update. I mean, and we waited. There's been already some people put out some updates. We waited until we heard from, the mainstream, Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. We waited until we seen that because we didn't want to go off somebody what they were saying on Twitter or something called like Mad Max paper. I don't even know if that exists. I'm just saying we didn't want to go off something like that. We wanted to wait and see, let the mainstream media, usually when they're saying some stuff, there's a little bit more legitimacy to it, some truth. And we all know how even mainstream media can play a part in maybe not telling the truth all the time. We understand that. Well, that's everybody in business of entertainment and everything. So, but needless to say, there's been an update. We have to get into that. We might get into a little bit of some other topics, but I think this Carlee Russell thing is going to take a crazy turn if you haven't heard it yet. I mean, if you haven't been on any other sites, you don't know. You've got to go. I mean, just got to look into this. We're going to read some of the Fox News article. We'll put that link in the description as well. If you want to go check that out, there's also a video there that you can go play and all that.
The video is the 911 call to dispatch.
Yeah, we're not going to do that because we don't want them to say we took something from them or anything, or any copyright stuff. So we're just going to let that be. Now, we know some channels out there, they just show the video and everything. We're just not to that point. We haven't even got monetized yet. You guys know that. I've said it before. And we don't want to get any strikes that would prevent us from even getting there or even having strikes while we do get there. So we're playing cautious, but we hope you like listening. And if you haven't seen our latest videos where we've been going live, we had a semi-truck that got stuck on the medium in the middle of the road, and we had to wait over an hour and 27 minutes to finish that video. The phone almost didn't make it. Had to plug it into the adapter out in the car. It was at 1%. It dies. I let it charge, come back at 3, finish it, show the tow truck pulling it off. But you got to see how they did it, and you got to see that conversation after they did it. You got to check it out. It was a live feed that we did. So just go into our YouTube channel, go where it says live, hit that, check out that video. But then also last night on the same area, same road, a little bit up the road, but on the same street, Green River Road here in Evansville, Indiana, they had a major fire over express storage units, and one of the storage units, or maybe two, we didn't see the full details, but boy, oh boy, we got some great cool footage. That's about 18, 19 minutes or so, or over 20 minutes worth of footage. So you definitely have to check that out. Okay, so here's a snack. This is the orange watermelon. You guys have probably had this before, maybe other places, but
Not that good.
it tastes the same.
No, don't.
What's it taste like?
It doesn't really even have a flavor.
I think it tastes the same as regular watermelon.
I don't think so. You're getting the texture.
It seems to be more juicy. Comment down below if you know the difference between the orange and the reddish watermelon. What's the difference? And comment down below if you've had any unique taste to it, or if you've noticed that it's more got a little bit more watery to it and all that kind of stuff. We call it moist.
People don't like the word moist.
People don't like that word moist. Got my Kirkland water tonight. Yeah, guys.
Come here.
I'm not gonna do much food reviews anymore of like.
He'll give you a piece. Look, can you see Tank, guys? Look, Daddy give you a bite.
Come here.
Good boy.
I'm not gonna do much food reviews anymore of
Did you eat it?
McDonald's and Arby's stuff, and not necessarily just those companies, but I'm just not gonna do it anymore because there's health reasons, not for myself or anybody like that. I'm not trying to say that. Um, but obviously, I mean, maybe I do have health things later on I don't even know about, right? But I'd rather be more proactive. I've been hitting the gym harder. I've been trying to lose weight. I'm currently at 207 pounds, and I like to get myself down to about 180.
I've been hitting the gym too.
Camera mom's been hitting the gym, so we're just trying to do that. So that's why you're not seeing the food reviews as much. You had a couple of the crumble cookie ones, and then we stopped, and we haven't really done anything. There's been some other new food items that came out, and we just haven't done them in the last few weeks. I don't think I'm going to. I just don't think it promotes a healthy thing for people. And there might be people out there struggling that watch my videos, and then
High five.
next thing you know, they're watching it, and then I'm promoting them to go try something that may not be the best thing for them. So that's why you're not seeing the food reviews, but you're getting lives. You're getting a podcast. We might be getting a gaming system. I might start playing some games. I might get a GoPro so we can do some golf or, I don't know, basketball or something.
You play frisbee golf?
I play disc golf, so I might get a GoPro to do some disc golf. But right now, this is snacking conversation. Let's get into the actual conversation part. Here we go. Carlee Russell, if you didn't watch the last one, go watch it. Here's what the first part of the story was. She was an individual that was driving down an interstate. She comes across what she believes is a toddler. She calls the police. She gives a description. They tell her to wait for the police to get there. Then when the police arrive, she ain't there. They don't see any signs of a child either.
And after she got off the phone with 911, she also called a family member.
And they
While
said,
on the phone with the family member, it was claimed that she got out of the car and they could hear her asking the child questions. Then it sounded like the phone was dropped and she screamed, and that was it.
And then she arrived back home 2 days later around 10 something in the evening or in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But she arrived back home, and then the police have now finally gotten to question her, and that's where it starts to get
Weird.
moist, saucy, weird.
Ew. Why'd you say that?
Well, because like slippery, slick. Like,
Yeah, don't say moist for no reason like that. You just try and gross people out.
No. All right. So what is the story? This is coming from Fox News. We'll put the link right here in the description. Go ahead and read it.
So the headline of it, Carlee Russell's claim of being forced into an 18-wheeler sounds like a fantasy in her mind, is what a former FBI agent said.
Alice in Wonderland style.
So,
It's not funny. What I said was funny, but not the situation. Go ahead. Keep going. Get into the main parts. Let's hear.
she returned home around 10:45 p.m. July 15th,
Okay, so it was in the evening.
taken to the hospital.
Mhm.
She told police in an interview that a man with orange hair came out of the woods to check on the toddler, but picked up Russell and made her go over a nearby fence.
That's not orange, but it's red. But keep going.
Russell said that the man allegedly forced her into a car, and the last thing she recalls is being inside the trailer of an 18-wheeler.
Hey, you. Get into my car. Remember that song? Oh.
No, I don't.
It's a good song.
The man, according to Russell, had orange hair with a bald spot in the back of his head. She said that she was able to escape from the truck and fled the area on foot, but was captured again and placed into a car. Russell then claimed she was blindfolded, but not tied up.
Yeah, we want to make sure you can't see, but you can punch us in the face or swing your arms around. Go ahead.
Or scratch and get their DNA under her nails.
Even though she can't see, you still would be doing this with
Right.
Come on. All right, go ahead.
Since her alleged captor didn't want to leave wrist imprints.
Yeah, he was worried about it.
Russell then told police she was taken by people to a house and forced to get undressed, and believes pictures were taken of her. She also allegedly told police that the individuals didn't have any adult type contact with her.
Okay, the beep you heard in the background was some little bit of a dinner. We're doing this as a pre-snack. This is healthy. Don't you dare start with me. I've been watching.
Okay, like I said.
Back into it.
Like I said, she allegedly told police that the individuals didn't have any adult bedroom type contact with her.
Yeah.
The following day, after being taken, according to Russell's conversation with police, she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female. She said the woman also played with her hair, but could not remember anything else. Hoover Police Chief Nick Derzies said of the interview with Russell, at some point she was put back in a vehicle. She claimed she was able to escape while it was in the West Hoover area. She told detectives she ran through lots of woods and just came out near her residence.
What a coincidence. But she must be a wood expert, though.
Detectives also noticed during the interview that Russell had a small injury to her lip and also claimed that her head was hurting. Russell had $107 in her right sock when detectives interviewed her. How they found that out, I don't know. Former FBI Special Agent Jonathan Gilliam told Fox News Digital the claims by Russell sound made up in her mind. The whole thing doesn't make sense. It almost sounds like a fantasy in her own mind, Gilliam said. Gilliam specifically questioned the portion of Russell's claim where she says that her abductors didn't tie her hands to avoid imprints from being left. And here's the explanation of that, of what I was discussing with John, of like, I was flabbergasted at the fact of that.
Yeah, it makes
and
sense.
He even says the same thing.
Yep.
Why would they care if there were marks on her wrists?
Right.
Why would that be an issue for them? I mean, if you're going to abduct somebody,
the least of your worries is if there's marks on their wrist.
I'm reading it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be known that they were abducted. So why would you worry about the marks on her wrists? That doesn't make sense to me. Gilliam said, well, Gilliam, it doesn't make sense to a lot of people, because I know if it don't make sense to me, it don't make sense to John, it don't make sense to a lot of other people.
But hold on, because that's beside the little point here. Okay, so what? They didn't tie up her hands, but check this out. It gets better.
Surveillance video showed Russell walking along the sidewalk before she went to her house, July 15th, officials said.
Don't worry, it's getting there.
No evidence of a toddler on the side of the highway was found by police during its investigation into Russell's disappearance. So that basically means there was no toddler, for one. For two, they didn't see any footprints.
Yep.
Police also said that data from Russell's Life 360 application.
This is where it gets crazy.
Showed that the woman traveled 600 yards during the 911 call.
Yeah.
So she said on the call that she was in her car,
sitting nearby, but not out of the car.
And could see the child on the side of the road.
But then she kept saying, I can't see too good. When the lady said, did you get out of your car? No, I'm still in the car, so.
Yeah. So she traveled 2 whole field lengths.
600 yards. No, wait a minute. A football field is 100 yards. So she traveled 6 of them if it's 600 yards.
Okay, whatever.
6 football lengths. 6 football fields.
Okay, let me redo that part. So she traveled 6 football field lengths during this 911 call, but yet she allegedly was still in the car
and how
talking to 911.
And then she kept saying, I'm looking back and I can see some things, but now I can't see some things. It makes a little bit of sense. But was this in her mind that she thought she was seeing, you know? And we're not saying that. That's what the news channels are starting to say. And some of the stuff's not adding up, but it even gets better.
Derzies also said that Russell took a dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items that belonged to her employer, the Woodhouse Spa, Birmingham, on July 13th at around 8:20.
To me, that doesn't matter. To me, that doesn't really fit in with anything, unless somebody was going to say she's going to use the bathrobe to keep herself warm in the woods and going to use the toilet paper to, you know, just in case she uses the restroom. But that's not really, I don't really care about that part. The next part that we get to, where they look at her history of what she searched, to me, that's the smoking gun, because on the day that she goes missing, what did she search for?
Carlee Russell searched Google for Taken movie, Amber Alert hours before Amber Alert, just hours before the disappearance, Alabama police say.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to click on that link and see. That's still Fox News.
Mm-hmm.
So Carlee Russell searched for Google for take a movie. She also searched how to take money from a register without being caught.
So was she planning some type of, like, what if she had a whole mastermind plan of to rob something, right? Maybe that's why the robe or something comes into play. I don't know. What if she had a whole mastermind plan to rob something, but then also have this abductive story to be her alibi, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I rob something, change my clothes, get rid of them, put the robe on, I've been abducted, then they can't link me to the robbery. I'm just trying to put stuff together. Now, we don't know if this is true. Maybe it's all a big coincidence, right? Come on. But, in all fairness, we're going to let all the investigation stuff come out. But my thoughts are initially, right? I'm ready to give my thoughts. My thoughts are initially that now hearing this evidence, I'm sorry, Miss Russell. You made it up. I'm sorry. I hate to be that way.
Okay, hold on. So I'm reading through this, okay?
What you got?
So it says, like I said, she Googled Taken movie just before disappearing July 13th, along with a slew of other search terms leading up to the moment where she told 911 operator that she saw a toddler walking along a busy interstate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'm not going to read something I already read. So afterward, Russell ordered food from Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe and picked it up at their Colonnade location in Birmingham before going to Target, where she bought some granola bars and Cheez-Its. She remained in the parking lot until 9:21 p.m. Various personal belongings, such as Russell's purse and Apple Watch, were found inside the car, including the Taziki's order. Her cell phone was located near the car. The items she bought from Target weren't found inside the car. Police chief also said that Russell searched, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" on July 11th at 7:30 a.m. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., Russell searched how to take money from a register without being caught. Okay, so on July 13th at 12:10 is when she searched for the movie Taken. Okay, and then it gives a description. Taken movie about a retired CIA agent who travels around Europe to save his daughter who was kidnapped.
If you ain't seen the movie, go watch the movie. Yeah. It's a good movie. I want to stop you right there real quick.
Yeah.
I want to stop you. Think about this. What did she say she was fed when she woke up one time?
Cheese crackers.
Cheese crackers. And what did she buy from Target?
Cheese crackers.
They're Cheez-Its, but they're cheese crackers. So was this a mastermind plan to rob something and have an alibi? Was this in her mind? Did she do all this? And maybe she's, some people have these fantasies and these stories. It sounds like to me now, she made this up.
Yeah.
This is a Jesse Smollett.
Oh, don't say that, John.
Situation. Now, his was he got attacked and he was hurt and it was all this. And he paid those people to do that. And so it was a made up allegation against someone. She has made up an abduction allegation against someone who is real or made up, make believe. So far, the evidence points to its make believe. So Carlee Russell, boy, oh boy. Wow.
Hold on, there's more.
There's more.
Jersey said it's highly unusual for someone who gets kidnapped to have searched for the movie Taken just hours before.
Yes.
At 2:35 a.m. on July 13th, she searched for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville, with the departure date being July 13th.
Oh my gosh, come on.
She also allegedly used a work computer to search for the maximum age of an Amber Alert.
What is going on in this woman's mind?
Jersey said that the U.S. Secret Service, Federal Bureau of Investigation, and U.S. Marshals assisted in the investigation. He said that officials are still working to account for Russell's whereabouts during the 49 hours she was missing.
I'll tell you where she was at. She was buckled down somewhere, maybe by some, like a little hut house or something, and she's eating her dang Cheez-Its, right? And just chilling.
Or an off-the-road, swanky, danky, grody, roaches in the motel.
Yeah, and she might have had someone meet her there or something, or maybe she didn't even have that. But maybe she made it up and then she thought she was kidnapped. Maybe she was like, and I feel bad because there's people that do this. Like maybe she's like talking to different things.
Schizophrenia.
Yeah,
or whatever.
and she, I don't know for sure, but she's talking to different things and like, don't keep me captured, watch what you're doing, oh, give me some of those Cheez-Its. Those are cheese crackers. No, they are Cheez-Its. They're not cheese and crackers. They are Cheez-Its. It's different. Okay? So I just really feel like at this point with all the evidence, I feel like it's made up. What do you think?
I think it is too.
Okay. The only thing that would change it is just some redheaded dude or orange-haired dude comes to the police station on a four-wheeler and says, yep, I abducted her.
Oh, he's got to be on a four-wheeler?
Well, yeah, because what else? Well, wait a minute. This dude went from
18-wheeler.
Didn't he come up on he's 18-wheeler first? Then
he came walking out of the woods.
Yeah.
And then, the last thing she remembers is being in an 18-wheeler trailer.
They got out of that. And then how she exactly get out, we don't know. All we know is she bought Cheez-Its and she ate cheese and crackers. Makes no sense. She's searching for taken. Come on now. Here we go. Right? And then the phone call to 911, she's traveling down the road as she keeps calling. But there's some sixth sense stuff going on behind her where she just thinks she's maybe seeing something or making it up. She searched, how can I steal money from a register without being caught? She searched, does an Amber Alert cost me money? She searched, girl, you need some help. She didn't search that one, but I would search it for her if I knew her. If I was her family, I would search that in a heartbeat.
She needs to search up the movie Gone Girl.
Yeah, she needs.
Because she going to end up being in a place like they were in Gone Girl.
Is it where they an insane asylum?
Angelina Jolie, yeah.
I guess she might need to go somewhere like that, okay? So, not trying to be mean to Carlee Russell, but in a way, if she made this up, y'all, she's being mean to the world and people who actually have to deal with abductions in their life. Because what I'm saying is, if we're being mean to her by saying some of these things, and everybody else that do these videos about her are being mean.
Girl Interrupted, that's what it is.
That's the movie, Girl Interrupted.
Yeah.
If you think we're being mean because
good movie, though.
If you think we're being mean or something of that nature, or other people are because she might have a problem or something of that. Now, if it comes out she has a mental problem and this is why it occurred, then I feel bad for the lady. And please get her help, and definitely would not make any more wisecrack jokes about the situation. However, if we find out she don't have a mental problem and she was just doing this to get money, to get fame, to get whatever, then she deserves all the cracks, wisecracks, and all the jokes that she's getting. Because she needs some help. And there are people out there daily that deal with being abducted, sex, or and we just had the sex trafficking video and all that from the movie, The Sounds of Freedom. I'm just saying, it's not cool. So Carlee Russell, I hope there's some other evidence, because right now, this podcast is ending with, we think you made it up.
Yep.
Made it up. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Check out the links below for the previous podcast episode and the lives, and even the link to the Fox News report that we're going to put in there for you too. So we hope you guys. Tank is up. Come on, Tank. Come on.
Throw it here.
Come here.
Put it in that hand.
Come here. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tank liked it because he got orange watermelon. All right.
He loves watermelon.
All right. That's all
Prince, but Prince kept playing with the toys, so he's in a little
squeaker. All right, guys. That's all we have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. Until next time, guys. Happy podcasting. Be safe.
Bye.
Peace.